Dear teachers, welcome to JS in English Learning. We are with Unit 7 of PGTRB and we are about to discuss Sri Aurobindo's poem, Thought the Paraclete. And who is Sri Aurobindo? When we speak about Aurobindo, we have to immediately think about the place Pondicherry, Auroville, and he comes under mystical poet category. He is a mystic poet, but from where did he emerge? All those information we need to know. Okay, so Sri Aurobindo is a mystic, but before becoming a mystic, he was into Indian politics. Okay, and when we speak about Sri Aurobindo is an outstanding figure in Indo-Anglian literature. Indo-Anglian. How do we define the term Indo-Anglian, teachers? I'm unmuting you. Okay, I think there was a little problem with the mic. Okay, let me get back. Sri Aurobindo is a very important figure in Indo-Anglian literature. And when we say Indo-Anglian, what does it mean? Then we need to clarify another term. இன்னொரு term இருக்கு. அதையும் கொஞ்சம் பக்கத்துல எடுத்து clarify பண்ணணும். Anglo-Indian literature. Indo-Anglian on one side and Anglo-Indian on the other side. Anglo-Indian, a generation of people who are the sons and daughters of a mixture of two races, Indian race and the Western race. அப்ப அந்த மிக்சிங்ல பிறந்த மக்கள், they have settled in India and they write literature in English, that is called Anglo-Indian literature. The second one is Indo-Anglian. What do you mean by Indo-Anglian? Indians who started writing literature in English, and those writings come under Indo-Anglian. Now coming to Sri Aurobindo. Sri Aurobindo was born in Calcutta on 15th August 1872. And you find that this man was into politics from 1902 to 1910. Okay, so he was a very important figure in Indian politics. And then you find that he was preparing with other co-workers for the beginning of Swadeshi movement. We call the Swadeshi movement as Indian Sin Fin movement. He wanted to fight against the British government. So he was preparing himself for that. In 1906, Sri Aurobindo went to Bengal and he wanted to join a party called the New Party. Okay, did you get that, teachers? Okay, and then you find that this man was actually trying to propose new leadership in Indian National Congress. He was trying to put forward Tilak, the popular Marathi leader, as the head. But what happened was completely different. And you find there was a very big rift within the Indian National Congress. The whole Indian National Congress was separated into two. It is called the liberals and the moderates. Okay, liberals and the moderates. That's how the party got into two. When we say liberals, we call them as radicals, also reformers. And these people wanted to take up the path of struggle using weapon. The other group said that we are not going to wage a war against the British. Instead, we are going to go for a non-violent struggle. Okay, so that was there. And this man wanted a kind of liberal leadership. He wanted to be a radical man. And then you find he founded a daily newspaper called Bande Matram. Bande Matram, these are the areas where questions will normally appear when they ask about Sri Aurobindo. If there is going to be a author-based question, they'll be asking about the daily, which was started by Sri Aurobindo. Okay, the daily newspaper is called Bande Matram, and Bande Matram actually it began in 1907, and it was actually stopped in 1908 because Sri Aurobindo was imprisoned because of his rational ideology. And then in 1907, you find he presided, Sri Aurobindo presided over the Nationalist Conference at Surat. And in 1908, he was arrested in Alipore conspiracy case. The government believed that this man was involved in revolutionary activities, so they arrested him and they kept him for 1 year in Alipore jail, and he was released only in the May of 1909. And then what happened was he decided to get out of politics for some time, hoping to get back. Okay, and then he also started a weekly English newspaper called Karma Yogin, and he also started a Bengali weekly magazine called Dharma. And then in February 1910, he wanted to go into hiding for a short period of time. So he sailed to Pondicherry, which was in India, but it was a French occupied state in India. So he knew that English people cannot come into Pondicherry to get him. So he went there, and then you find for the third time, he was prosecuted. Third time, he was arrested, but then he escaped. And then in 1910, when he was arrested after that experience, he was completely shattered, disillusioned. So in 1914, okay, he went back to Pondicherry and he spent 4 years in yoga. And after that 4 years of silent yoga, he started a publication of a philosophical monthly called the Arya. And during this period, he became a spiritual man, did not think much about politics, thinking only about the inner being. So he started writing many works. What are the works? The Life Divine, the Synthesis of Yoga, Essays on Gita, and the Isa Upanishad. And all these works initially appeared in serialized form in the philosophical monthly called the Arya. Okay, and then we have a few information. What is that? The monthly magazine, the philosophical magazine Arya, ceased publication in 1921, and then you find that Sri Aurobindo left his body on December 5, 1950, which means he died. But when it comes to a yogin, we always believe that he leaving the body because he is not attached to the body. And then you find there is a very important character who is associated with Sri Aurobindo. It is the mother, and the mother continued the work of Aurobindo until November 17, 1973. Sri Aurobindo and the mother. These are the informations that we know about the author. And more we will know when we get to know the next poem which is prescribed. Yeah, I'm going to start the poem. So in the meanwhile, I'll try to wind up this video.